Okay, well, I am coming up on just 1 week until Miki Falls comes out, and I kind of realized that I haven't said exactly what the story is about. It's kind of tricky to say too much about it because there's kind of a twist at the end of the first book that I don't want to give away. But I thought what I could do first of all is show you this trailer. Some of you may have already seen it, that gives you some samples of the artwork, and then I'll show it through one time just on its own. And then I will show it a second time, and as I show it the second time, I'll talk a little bit about what the plot line really is. Okay, so here it goes, and I'll just let it run. Okay, so this time I'm going to sort of pause things and talk a little bit about what this artwork is actually from, and in the process tell you at least a little bit of what the story is about. Now, this frame is actually at the very end of the first book, and it shows Miki and Hiro walking down the street in the town of Fukuyama. Miki is a high school student beginning her senior year in the town of Fukuyama, Japan, which is a very kind of rural countryside kind of a thing, very much inspired by the Miyazaki film My Neighbor Totoro, although my story is really nothing like that film. Let me move on to the next thing, next piece of artwork. This is one that I've shown before, of that scene where they were walking in the rain. As you may have guessed, it is kind of a love story between Miki and Hiro. And Hiro is the new boy in town, very mysterious, who has come into Fukuyama, and nobody really knows anything about him. And Miki starts to notice that he seems to have some kind of secret life. When she first meets him, he's out in the middle of this rice paddy, and seems to have been in the middle of doing something that she couldn't figure out what it was, and in a way she just becomes obsessed with him. Now this photo here, or this picture here, is from a scene after Hiro has started to open up to Miki just a little bit, but it takes a while to even get to that point. He is so secretive, he's so determined not to have any friends. He pretty much says, I don't want to be friends, I can't be friends with anyone. Of course, Miki is the one who is determined to be Hiro's first friend, and possibly more than just a friend. Here's another scene that was used in another video of mine, so I won't linger on it, but here's a nice photo or shot of Miki in one of the rare happy moments of the story. I don't want to say that it's all sad, but there's a lot of tension and drama in the story, and she doesn't get to be completely contented for very long stretches. In any case, as I've said, Miki is struggling to get to know Hiro, and at this point in the story where this picture has come from, he has started to open up to her just a little bit. Now the trailer takes its sort of darker turn here, and this is a scene of Miki at night wondering about Hiro's secret life. There's another a slideshow that I have created that shows Miki comes to this doorway to the basement, and you know, most of Hiro's secrets seem to be hidden down in his basement. At this point in the story, Miki is back at home trying to get to sleep, but she is really obsessed with what is it that Hiro has hidden down in his basement. Now we have this next scene. This is actually a shot of the expression on Miki's face before she gets to enter Hiro's house for the first time. But I love that look of, boy, it almost looks like a horror movie here. She looks so frightened. But she, you know, she's been waiting a very long time to get inside Hiro's house and get to see something, some of the secrets that are in there. And so she has this look of like, oh no, what lies before me, at this point in the story. I don't know if I want to say too much about this, but there are a couple of points in which Hiro becomes very angry with Miki, and this is one of them. He's not, you know, if this is the only picture you see of Hiro, you may think that he's some kind of psycho dude. He isn't really, but he has reasons for keeping these secrets, yeah, he's very determined to push Miki back out of his life for most of the first book. And let's see what the next one is. Oh yeah, this is in the first book. Very sad scene. I really don't think I should tell you. I really don't think I should tell you what precedes this. But needless to say, Miki is very broken up. This is actually the first thing you see when you open up Miki Falls, the first book. Miki crashing through a window. And sadly, of course, I cannot explain why she's crashing through a window. That is not revealed until the fourth book, which is of course the last in the 4-book series. So that is a huge secret, but it's my dramatic way of opening the first story, and you spend really the next 3 books wondering, how did she get to this point where she was throwing herself through a window? After my sort of movie trailer, Miki Falls, you get this shot of her hanging from the roof. I don't think it's giving too much away to say that follows the scene where she crashes through the window. She spills across a rooftop and she's hanging from this ledge 30 feet above the ground. Again, this is all this sort of dramatic opening sequence of the first book that makes you wonder how it is that getting to know this guy Hiro eventually brought her to this point where she crashes through a window and is hanging from the edge of a rooftop. I wish I could tell you more, but basically, hopefully, I've given you some of the fundamentals of the story. It is a very intense love story that has a supernatural aspect to it, but it is very much grounded in the real world. And with any luck, you will feel very attached to Miki pretty early on in the story, and care deeply about her, and want very badly to see her and Hiro together. I think that's all I should say for now. And thanks in advance to anyone who picks the book up next Tuesday, May 1st. I know I'm excited to go out into the bookstores and see it. Thanks so much for watching this, and I'll be back again soon with more videos.